This is Beyond the Veil with Norman Meredith.
Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Beyond the Veil with me, your host, Norman, and my co-host and producer, Ed. Give a shout out to my producer. I can't ask for a better producer.
You better shout out crowd.
Or a friend. Or a friend. You know,
That's right.
When I first met Ed, he was just like, he was trying to make his dime and do his thing, and he and I have become friends.
That's right.
Since we've started this, and we're going on 3 years in September.
Is it already?
It'll be 3 years.
That's a good chunk, man.
I know.
Good deal.
We'll be coming up on our 100th episode here pretty soon.
Very soon, and probably in the next 3 months if we stay on the same trek. 100th. We're going to have to celebrate. Maybe I'll tell you where Sasquatch lives.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that would be interesting. I mean, we've done a lot, and I'm surprised because, at first I never thought I would get this far.
Yeah, sure. Right.
Because, I was with that other group, and they were, and I'm not going to talk about it. They had their moments.
Sure.
And they, just seeing how it went, I said, well, I could do better. Because I know if I did this with pictures and video clips and
oh yeah,
not treat it as a radio show, but with some more in-depth information, I figure I could do better. And I've come a long way. Yes, I've had some ups and downs and interesting times, but we're getting there. And I want you to know the table that we're used for our show is slowly growing. I have an armored King Kong now on our table here that's looking at me menacingly. So he's joined Sasquatch and Godzilla on the table of horrors now.
I'm trying to see if I can get a view of it. It's not letting me, and I don't understand why not.
You'll find it. Get a chance later or something. But I like that guy. I like that King Kong. He goes fine with the new decor on the table. Really.
Yeah. Always, man. It's always a good time to have like all sorts of weird stuff around, and the thing I've got it working here. Let's check this out.
All right, let's check this out. All right. There's Godzilla. There's our army man, the UFO, Sasquatch, and then there's King Kong in an armored suit. Yeah, he's got that roar going on. But so, like I say, it's slowly growing our table. And hopefully, I'm looking at getting a sort of promotion at work, doing some teaching. And unfortunately, because the person I am, my desk or shelf is probably going to look similar to this.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah. All right, let's talk about cryptids tonight. Now, Massachusetts is an interesting state and shape. It's about a rectangle.
Yeah.
If you look at it. And interesting enough, there ain't that many cryptids in Massachusetts. They have about, let's see, 1, 2.
Not too many cryptids, yeah, but there's a
3,
bunch
4.
of massholes who live there.
Oh, yeah. There's about 5 standout cryptids. And also, Massachusetts is part of a place called the Bridgewater Triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'll do a second show on that sometime in the future. It's part of a large area that covers a couple states where mysterious things occur, mysterious creatures are seen. And we're going to talk about that in a future show about the Bridgewater Triangle creatures. Now, tonight, we're going to talk about the very first creature, which is the Dover Demon. He's a small, pale, hairless creature with large watermelon-shaped head, orange eyes seen in Dover, Massachusetts. Theories range from an alien to a distorted bear or misidentified moose calf. I don't see how you'd misidentify a moose calf, All right, here's some information on it. The Dover Demon is a mysterious creature reportedly sighted in Dover, Massachusetts on April 21st, 22nd, 1977 by 3 to 4 teens by 3 separate incidents, described as a small, pale, humanoid entity with large, egg-shaped head, glowing eyes. It was seen on rural roads and stone walls. The creature is largely regarded as a modern, short-lived cryptid legend. Key details of this sightings. Description. Witnesses described it as being 3 to 4 feet tall, creature with long, thin limbs, fingers, and a head resembling a monkey or alien with no visible nose, mouth, or ears. Eyes. 2 witnesses reported glowing orange eyes, while another reported glowing green eyes. Now that could be just how the light or the type of light striking it would cause.
Right.
Behavior. The creature did not approach, but rather evaded witnesses once being seen scurrying on all fours down a wooded gully. The location. Sightings occurred on Farm Street, Springdale Avenue, and Miller Road in Dover. Interesting. Possible explanations that were brought up by folks. Animal misidentification. Proposed explanations include a baby moose or a horse foal. A baby horse. Foal. A snowy owl or even a slender loris? Okay. Hoax. Local police at the time suspected the sighting may have been a prank by local teens, says Fandom and Metro West Daily News. Cultural content. The creature's become a staple of American folklore in the 1970s, though no further credible verified sightings have occurred in the area since, accordingly to the Metro Daily News. The phenomenon is often accompanied by short-lived creatures because of all reports occurred within 24 hours in a stable area. You know, it's interesting, this creature. Now, bring up one of the other ones on this, please.
All right, here you go.
Okay. And then we've seen the first one. Now, this sort of looks like a demon, sort of, really, of an, the alleged creature here. It looks like someone did a little AI work on it, making it look like a demon. But go back to the first one a second.
Okay.
This is an artist rendition. There is a story in fairy tales of something similar to this, and I can't recall the fairy tale or where it was, but I think it was in England about a creature similar to this. Because I thought I'd seen some pictures of it one time, or drawings. I should say pictures. I should say drawings. And then there's a third one that we've got. Let's see what we got. Okay, this is
and that one looks similar to the first one.
Yeah.
A whole lot more similar.
Yeah. And once again, this is probably an AI-induced image that somebody's creating from memory, because this was back in the 1950s. So you're looking at over 50 years to draw this up from somebody's memories and any witness statements that they're able to go through. Now, like I say, it was a one-time thing. It happened shortly. So maybe it wasn't an alien out there, or multiple aliens at different points, because that's a possibility. Think about your gray aliens with the elongated head, the black eyes. But in this case, the way the light was hitting them, it showed, and the type of light hitting their eyes may have produced either a gray or an orange look. That's like with cats. You look at cats, sometimes their eyes look green.
Yeah, like green, blue, yellow, red. However, it hits the back of the cornea, right? Like in the cornea area.
Yeah, I think that's right. And it could have been an animal of such of that nature, but we can't say for sure because it was short-lived, a one-time event. So it's just a mystery now in the folklore of cryptids. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Got it.
Now,
Mr. Snake.
Yeah, before we get to snakes, believe it or not, Massachusetts also has pukwudgies.
What? Hold on now.
Now, I don't have any up here to show, but up in the New England states, a lot of pukwudgies are up around this area.
They're crazy,
and
man.
I'm not showing the picture, but I'm just going to give them an honorable mention.
They're like the sand people in Star Wars.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's tribes of pukwudgies even in Massachusetts. So it's just amazing how they're showing up in there. All right. And we also gave honorable mention to the Bridgewater Triangle. So we're going to talk about that in some future trainings. The thing we're going to talk about next is the Gloucester sea serpent, a legendary sea monster frequently reported off the coast of Cape Ann during the early 19th century.
Makes you wonder what it is, man.
Well, it's always amazing that the one thing all these serpents have in common, they look like serpents.
Yeah.
They're long long skin, long tailed, long bodies like giant eels. Excuse me. I mean, look at how it looks as a general representation. Even if you looked at old maps from like the 1600s when they talked about there'd be monsters out there, what do they always look like? Something similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Even like Nessie too at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, I know it's supposed to look like, what kind of dinosaur is that?
Plesiosaur? Is it?
I know it's got some kind of like weird name.
I think it's a plesiosaur.
That sounds right to me. I don't. But, you know, maybe even they thought the hump in the back of Nessie and not looking like a dinosaur is more like a serpent.
Yeah.
Like this, you know, because there's other ones. And we had a story what am I doing?
Lake Champlain.
We had a story. Yeah, right. And then I was talking about the Amazon.
Yeah.
Where this head was like
the giant snake.
And that's legit in the Amazon.
I seen the video.
They're
I found a
huge.
video up there.
Jumps up and grabs a deer. Like off the bank.
I seen a video of a giant.
It's crazy.
Like
anaconda.
Anaconda
type
thing.
Yeah.
This thing was freaking huge,
Yeah,
like 100 feet.
Yeah, its head's like
wide.
the size of a freaking suitcase. You know what I mean? Massive.
There was a video on about like 100-foot plus anaconda, 3 foot wide, going up a hill.
Oh,
This monster was huge. And who says that things in the water don't get that big or live longer? I mean, sharks are supposed to live a couple hundred years. You know, there's evidence to prove that. We know turtles live a couple hundred years. So what's not to say that a purported sea serpent could not live a couple hundred years? You know what I'm saying, Ed?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm gonna try to bring up that video, and maybe we can add it to like what we're talking about right now.
That would be good. Let me read you. Let's see what I got on the information for that. Okay, I don't have anything on the Gulchester sea serpent, except it's in line with everything other when it comes to sea serpents. They're generally like a giant snake, and it could be one of these rare creatures that we haven't categorized yet, that it may be a form of a sea snake, but on a more gargantuan scale.
Check this thing out. Watch this when they pick it up with the front end loader.
Yeah, I've seen that one too.
That's freaking horrifying. They eat people.
Yes.
Not babies and a whole deer.
Yes.
I'm sure it snacks on capybara. Look at that.
Now you know why I say, mag dump?
No, but you know.
But that looks like AI generation, that second one.
Those there, but those first ones were freaking legit, man.
Yeah, I mean.
That scary one look at that thing.
I mean, that one's got to be AI.
Yeah, but that is not.
That one's not. I mean, the Amazon, as we clear it out, we're going to discover more and more monstrosities.
Unfortunately, at the same time, you know, finding out these things. You want to know about them, but you want to preserve that and that habitat and those people and stuff. I'm not a tree hugger or anything, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they need to live because there's a purpose there. They were made for a purpose. And if that's like eating capybara, then so be it.
Yeah. But it's just amazing at what we're finding. I mean, we're going to find more. I mean, it's just the sea serpents. One of these days, something's going to wash up on the beach, and it's going to be an actual serpent.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be dead, or at least dying, and there's going to be no way to hide it.
Right.
You know, because I think a lot of times, a lot of these things are hidden by individual organizations, both public or private. And when I say public, you know, like government entities that are blacked out per se.
Yeah. And if you look at this one, this one looks like Boston Harbor in the background, the center, with no development around it. Look at the rowboats, and there's 8 rowers on there. You can see their muskets standing up. So, you know, I would place this in like the 1750s, and the scaling and the way that the artwork is done.
Revolutionary War time.
Yeah, probably a little pre-revolution, between 1700 and 1750, somewhere like this. I'd put.
And like I say, just because they didn't talk a lot about it in our past doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Oh yeah. It definitely happened.
Excuse me. Because, they've actually found dinosaur bones that when they actually checked them were actually younger than they were supposed to be.
Still had flesh on them. I mean, the woolly mammoth still roamed around Antarctica after the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Exactly.
Think about that.
And there's still reported sightings up in Alaska, up in that area.
Yeah. I mean, what do we know of Alaska? Not all of it. There's places we can't go.
No.
You can fly over them, but that's about it. And you can't like fly helicopters because of the terrain and the updrafts and all that sort of thing. The weather coming in and out. So is it possible? Yes.
Yeah, I think
is
so.
Is it probable? Yes.
I mean,
we agree on something.
Yes, we do. All right. Let's see. What do we got next?
We got one more.
We got one more.
They believe in it so much that
you even got a statue of it. And now see how they got it detailed up here with the fins, the proper type of head. That would make me believe that it exists by the detail that they put into creating this. That gives me belief that it's a serpent of some sort, like a snake.
Mm-hmm.
And that its size is just made it elusive. And if it's got something that hunts it, it's got to be a megalodon.
Yeah.
I mean, you've heard stories about alleged megalodons out there.
Yeah.
I mean, naval submarines allegedly,
right.
Naval ships running into these things.
And they ping them and it's like, holy crap, this thing's moving, but it's not like, it doesn't sound like metal. If you've ever messed with sonar before in your life, like the pings sound different depending upon the surface that it's hitting and coming back at. And it's not a metal ping like it would be another sub or bottom of ship or stuff that's just like maybe halfway submerged or but it's moving,
right? And
through the pings in the sonar you can sort of visualize exactly where it's going
and what it consists of.
It's crazy, dude.
I know. Very. We'll have to talk about megalodons one day as a sideshow.
Okay.
And about the possibility of them still existing.
Say every day is a sideshow here, man.
Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to the last one.
That's it, I think.
Hold
on.
Mountain Critter.
He's here, man.
All right.
My bad. I have the divider in the wrong place.
No, we had they also have Bigfoots. Bigfoot is popular in Massachusetts. And so we're just going to throw up two pictures of Bigfoot as honorable mention. Because I say we start a movement making Bigfoot the national cryptid. And once again, we're just giving an honorable mention to him in this picture and the next. We got three more after this.
Oh, yeah, we got like four more.
And just as an honorable mention that Bigfoot is, and it is found in just about every state. I don't know about Hawaii. I really got to check that to see if they got Bigfoot in Hawaii.
There's probably, he's wearing a bikini. Playing a ukulele or something.
It'd be interesting.
There's an AI video.
That's probably the only state I can think of, besides maybe the territory of Puerto Rico, that may not have Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a lot. It's a lot to get, and a lot of that place in Hawaii, let's just say a lot of place in Hawaii is really already kind of mapped.
Yeah.
So
there's not many places to hide.
Yeah. Unless they live in the lava.
True. Or the tubes.
Lava Wookiees, man.
Ooh. Hot stuff. All right. We're going to talk about the Cobble Mountain Critter. This is a Bigfoot-like creature rumored to roam the woods near a reservoir in Blandford. Now, the interesting thing about this creature is it's pure white.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this in New Hampshire, I think, Vermont, about white-colored Bigfoots. So, either there's a tribe of them, which could explain the more sightings, or a small family and they've got a very long, what's the word I'm looking for, hunting area?
A range.
A range that they do?
Acreage.
Or we go back to the theory that they're elders. The white hair represents age, and they're just happen to be seen a lot up in this area.
Mm-hmm.
That they're an elder Bigfoot, older and such. The notes I have here are, let me see. It's
What do you
not
got, man?
much.
Yeah. And I wonder too if it's like a
ain't really much to say on these notes. They're
genetic anomaly. Is it albino, or is this its natural state, but it's like a cousin of, a different cryptid, or was it environmental, or is it because they're up north in that part?
snow
And
adaptation.
so is it sort of like,
It changes color because of the wintertime.
could be,
I didn't think about that it could be a wintertime adaptation.
I have lost the white Sasquatch name in my mind.
Yeti.
There. Oh my gosh. Well, I can't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't remember.
Well, I got two
Stuff.
more we can show.
It's like a brain lock.
Now, this is an alleged picture.
That one almost looks female.
I know it does, especially the way the hair is around the wrist.
And
the
there's
head.
boobs. So
And there's boobs.
So that makes it
Female.
mammalian at
Yeah.
the same time, and doesn't have like 8 teats like a dog.
Right. Well, that makes it because it's humanoid.
Right. Anthropomorphic.
Yeah. And then we've got one more.
There you go.
Now, that looks like a classic Bigfoot. It's kind of grayish color, bordering on white or black. But that would give you an example of maybe a color adaptation because of weather,
Environment.
environment.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about all this tonight, Ed?
Possibilities, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Misidentifications of maybe other things. Maybe somebody needs to go to an optometrist or put down the LSD. But it is possible and probable that these things are out there.
Very true. Well, folks, if you got any information or something you want to share because you may have had an encounter up that way, you know where to find us and drop a line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to sign off from here, and we're going to get ready to do the bonus episode where we're going to talk about shadows.
Awesome. We'll see you all then.
All right, folks, you be good, and thanks for following us here in Pickens, South Carolina. Night.